Greetings, irritants, and welcome to my 100% playthrough of the System Shock 2 25th Anniversary Remaster on Hard. This is Deck 5, Recreation. Alright everyone, welcome back once again. Deck 5 of the Von Braun, the Recreation deck. Ooh, well let's see what this place has in store for us. Oh, hi. Friendly face?
Delacroix, it's me, Cortez.
I'm not Delacroix.
Hey, who are you? Shit.
Damn, look at them lasers fly. Thank God that's just a scripted event and no enemy actually fires that fast. But yes, welcome back to the System Shock 2 25th Anniversary Remaster. We are here on Deck 5 of the Von Braun, the Recreation deck, my personal favorite. And well, let's see what Miss Shodan is going to have us do up here, shall we?
Your colleagues have managed to set up a transmitting station in the athletic sector of this deck. The transmitter is intended to send a message to the Earth to warn them of the events that have occurred in this ship. However, it will also draw power away from Xerxes, making him vulnerable to my will. Once you do this, I will control the primary data loop. The annelids are unaware of its presence, but guard the area for their own purposes. Find the transmitter and activate it.
Find the transmitter and activate it. Okay, well. Let's see what all this is going to entail. What the? I'm stuck. I can't even crouch. What in the hell is going on? Okay, I've never seen that. I've heard of it happening, but never had it happen to me before. Okay, well, restart. Let's try that again, shall we? Yes, hi Cortez. Bye, Cortez. Oh, go away, worms. So we've already heard the goal from Shodan once. We don't have to listen to it again. There we go. Alright, so don't crouch there for too long, I guess. So we pick up a dead power cell. We're going to need that for the main objective of this deck. And we can either go left first for one of the subsections or right for one of the others. And there's also the crew quarters here, which requires a key card to enter. We will find that in one of the other two subsections. So for right now, let's just do what we usually do and clear out the immediate area, including that camera. First bullet fired out of an AR and I use it on a camera. Well spent, I say. Well spent. And both of these eggs, I'm almost positive, are swarm. You're a swarm egg. I should have made the other one hatch, too. You know what, I don't trust you pyro monkeys. Wow, you survived an AR shot. I'm impressed. Yeah, I don't trust pyro monkeys at a long range to not suddenly see me and try to flame me. Okay. And then you are a toxin egg. Okay. And speaking of toxins, remember, as long as you have the hazard suit, you can walk on these piles of worms all day long. And you will not get flooded with toxins. Definitely a good thing. And that's all there is to do in this room. So let us move on. I hear another monkey. Where is he? Oh, he's in here. Oh, and this room, by the way, contains the first regeneration station. The first of 3. Yeah, watch out. This corpse has a bit of a surprise. EMP rifle in excellent condition. And some armor-piercing rounds. I will take all those. Let's see. Did I search? Yeah, I did. Alright. Cortez, what's going on? Fill us in, please.
Okay, Delacroix. Yang and I have got the transmitter almost ready to go. Once it's up and running, we'll be able to warn Earth. Frank's split up the transmitter code and uploaded it to a number of art display terminals throughout this deck. Just cycle through the art and you'll find a piece of the code. I don't think the worms will spot this. I don't figure they got much of an interest in the Great Masters.
Yes. The art terminals is where we'll find the code for this transmitter, which is the ultimate overarching objective of this deck. And you've probably, I'm going to say undoubtedly, hey, get away from me. Oh god, where is he? You, shut up. You've undoubtedly seen these art terminals in the background, but I've never actually interacted with them. But in this deck, we're going to have to, in order to get what we need, and I'll show you where they are. So, well, let me hack this crate first. I'll get into more deets after that. And launch. 35%. Oh, lower difficulty level, huh? But I'm still gonna have to reset. Crap. There we are. Armor piercing rounds, always worth it. There's actually some more stuff we can hack into as well. So before I get that log, I'm gonna see if I can make it there before the power wears off. But yeah, so I'll go into more detail about how these terminals work. Oh, right. Go ahead and smash that monkey. And you, over here. Oh, right. I may not make it there in time. Oh, maybe I will.
I'm sorry, marvelous choice, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, it took your ass that long to see me?
I'm sure this is just what you were looking for.
Whoop, see ya. When he circled around that monkey corpse for a second, I was getting a little worried. But here's the other crate. Let's go ahead and start the game before the power wears off. Perfect. I think that's the last thing I want to hack down here.
This is Xerxes. The Deck 5 shopping area will be closed until further notice. We apologize for the inconvenience. The family of the many grows with every passing moment. Glory to the flesh. Glory to the mass.
Ooh, just in time. Yeah, I was wrong. There's 3 crates in here. And these filthy, disgusting, squiggly worms can go away. And I don't think I can reach that egg casing up there to loot it. So, you know what we're going to do instead? Actually, no. Leave this on triple. I have the AR now for my egg-destroying needs. Remember, uses the exact same ammo as the pistol, so it's... we're not wasting ammo or anything. Did I grab a... no, I did not. We'll listen to this one. And then I'll go into detail about how these art terminals work.
Stay out of the mall if you can. It crawls.
Well, that means we're going to go right for it. Actually, no, I think we're going to save them all for last. But these art terminals, so... it's not just any old art terminals to interact with where you'll find these codes. There is one specific art terminal in each subsection. Well, there's actually 2 in this one. One in the area we're in now, and then one beyond the crew quarters, which we need a key to access, like I said. And then there's one in the mall subsection and one in the garden subsection. One specific terminal that we have to cycle through the art for. I think you have to cycle through it twice to find the number. It is a 5-digit code. One of the monitors will display 2 numbers. I think it's actually the first one that we can access. And then the others will each display 1. And we put those numbers together in a specific order to activate the transmitter, and we are good to go. But that is a good ways away. So for right now, let's just listen to some more audio logs. Miss Delacroix.
Mon petit, there is something you should know about. I have received information from some form of artificial intelligence that is calling itself Shodan. Yes, Shodan. Wherever this intelligence actually came from, it has a terrible grudge against these annelids and has saved my life more than once. Shodan has told me that there is a UNN operative aboard the ship, armed to the hilt and equipped with R-grade cyber implants. Strange bedfellows, eh?
Sounds like she's talking about us. I also totally forgot I was still wearing this rad suit. Well, it's a good thing, because there's stuff in here to get. If there's anything behind this unit, yeah, we're good. Yeah, we'll take that 1 point of damage, I don't care. And now we'll slip the big suit back on. But yes, so the first of these 4 terminals that we have to use to find this code is in this first area. So that's the way to the mall. But before we bother with all that... Did you just materialize out of thin air? Now that's just cheating. You saw that, right? He started his throwing animation before he even turned around. Ugh. Well, I had only 1 point of health to restore, now I need 6. Well, 5 now. But yes. So I'll show you where that art piece is. But first, Mr. Murdoch.
I don't know what's going on around here, and I don't want to know. I'm not here for the glory of the stupid company. I'm just supposed to make sure the replicators are running, and now people are dying. I've got to turn this ship around and go home. God, get me the hell out of this place.
Sorry, Miss Murdoch. And I don't blame her one bit. I'd want to get the hell up out of here too. But first, I need some more vitamin C. Thank ya. Alright, Mr. Yang.
The lights near the basketball court keep fritzing out. I think the humidity from the pool next door is a real problem. If it happens when I'm not there, try resetting the circuit from the breaker by the pool. You think someone needs to call a tech?
Are you not a tech yourself, sir? You seem like one. Maybe he's a mechanic. Not necessarily a tech. Oop. Who has thrown away perfectly good 45 ACP? You dare throw away the Lord's caliber? I ought to slug you for that. Oh, speaking of which, Mr. Yang again.
Okay, I got the ART terminals wired up to display the fragmented dish alignment for the transmitter. I've also rigged up the tower to set off a security alert in case somebody else tries to tamper with it. I'm headed there right now to start the transmission. Hey, who's that? Juan? Marie?
Oof. Well, R.I.P., Mr. Yang. But yes, this multi-picture, TM, cycle through it not once but twice. And we get 2 of the 5 digits for the code, 1, 0. Alright, and then every time you see these, by the way, your notepad will get updated, which is very cool. Also, before we leave here, 2 things. Number 1, we have 4 more upgrade stations right here in the receptionist area. I only have 4 modules after beefing up my standard weapons all the way to 6, so we can't buy anything at the moment, of course. Well, technically I can. I can bump my psi from 1 to 2, but no, there's no real point in that. And the second thing, remember how I told you there were 3 keypads total? Where you can either hack them or you have to put in the code, and the code is not found in any audio logs. And then I said that one of those is on deck 2, where we started, and that the other 2 were on deck 5, and that the ones on deck 5 are really close together. Well, guess what this is? One of those 2 keypads. So this is a keypad where the code is not found in any audio log. Like I said, you have to go in the game files to look for it or look it up. And the code for this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aha. Trying to hide a surgical activation unit, or surgical unit activation key from me, are you? How naughty. Well, I'm going to take this all the way, not there, all the way to this room here. And attach it right there. Boom. And on that note, we're ready to take on the first subsection, and I think we're going to start with probably the garden. But first, Miss Murdoch again.
The eggs we found near the observation chambers are different from the ones in Hydro. They release some kind of disgusting flying swarming thingies. Bullets don't do anything. Bullets, for Christ's sake. I never even fired a gun before this morning.
I like how the message is just titled Ick. I mean, hey, I don't blame her. She ain't wrong, but still, kind of funny to read it that way. Anyway, from reception to the garden. Let's go. And immediately around this first corner, Give both the camera and that grenade hybrid a good whacking. And here is the other of those 3 keypads, the last of the 3 ones, that needs to be repaired first. We can have the auto repair do that. Where the keypad is not found anywhere, and you have to either look it up in the game files or look it up somewhere else. But before we do that, go ahead and activate the resurrection machine here. Drag the auto repair kit down to the keypad, and this one's code, if memory serves, is 5... Oops. Oh, crap. Where's the clear button? 50220. Awesome. And it's in here that we find goodies, including, yes, a perfect condition EMP rifle, and an energy recharge station, and a button that opens a maintenance hatch, and a different kind of hatch in here. Well, I'm going to show you this maintenance hatch that we opened first. It's literally just right up here. Yep, this thing that was closed is now open. We're actually directly over the nightclub. Remember, this is the recreation deck. There's plenty of recreation to be had here. Now, we could drop down there if we want. I am not going to. We'll go there a bit later, so no need to worry. And then, after that, go back inside here. Drop down this hatch.
Babies must sleep. Babies must rest.
Wise is the one who does not waken them. Leave this place now, or we will wound you.
As you have us.
Yeah, cool story. Yeah, I remember that monologue from Deck 3. Told you they said it again. I couldn't remember exactly where it was. I just knew it was later in the game. Careful. Okay, I think that's the last of the eggs. Nope. I was wrong. I think there's 2 more. Or no, just 1. Nope, nope, there is 2. Crap. I reloaded too early. Oh well. I'll just reload again. And then drop down here for... Ooh. Here we go. Goodies. I must make room for said goodies, so grenades, prisms, grenades, grenades, you all go away. I want that, that, and that. And full health ahoy. Also, I forgot to put my brawn boost back on. Whoops. I didn't have to zap those just yet. But we also get a full health pickup and some nanites. And you can drop down to... Matter of fact, if you don't open the keypad, this right here is the only way into that hatch. You basically go in the reverse direction. And if you walk through the hallway that leads to that little lookout, I guess, you will spawn in a cyborg midwife behind you. Which we, of course, are going to do. Give her a taste of that whack whack with the laser rapier. But in order to do that, we must leave this room first. And there's a security checkpoint just past this door here that has a security droid, as well as some camera and a turret. So we're going to go up here to where the security computer is. But first, take some cover and listen to this log.
They're coming! Oh no! No!
Ooh. Death by Annelid Arachnid. That would be a shitty way to go. A super shitty way to go. Also, yes, you can access the crew quarters from the first section.
Access needed.
From the other 2 subsections as well, which is pretty cool. Anyway, hacking time, and you know what that means. 2 ice nodes, super duper child's play.
Security system offline.
With a little over 224 seconds. I'll take that. But anyway, go ahead and grab your anti-armor rounds. Go ahead and destroy that hulking galoot right there. And don't worry, we have plenty of anti-armor rounds to go around.
Silence the discord.
Ooh.
Mistrust is the tyranny of the individual.
That was close.
Your own kind sees you as a threat.
Why do you murder our unity? man, the line is drawn. You will see today.
It's just a question of
Who will bring your end? Us?
or you.
Riveting stuff, the many. Riveting stuff indeed. Now let me give this cyber bitch here the whack-a-hack. And I'll take her damn med hypo too. And what do we have in here? A very good quality laser pistol, not bad. Modules, awesome. Med hypo, more awesome. More ammo that I don't use. Disruption grenades are super powerful though. Oh, and I think my cyber affinity just went away. Crap. Just in time for me to see another one of these. Oh well. Might as well use my plentiful psi points. 5 ice nodes, but only 15% difficulty. That sounds like an interesting combination. Also, Brawn boost. Do not forget to swap back and forth like I totally did not just do with the armor. But if we go down here into this little lounge right here, this is the room in this specific subsection where you'll find the art terminal that we need to use in order to get another digit of the transmitter code. And more specifically, it's that terminal right over there. But of course, before we tackle the necessary stuff, we're going to tackle the unnecessary stuff. Well, depends on perspective, of course. Necessary to me. Also, another log. Whom could this be?
I've been working on dealing with all the bodies that have been stacking up. With the medbase full and the escape pods and ejection tubes mysteriously locked up all of a sudden, we've got to do something with them. I've chosen the maintenance tunnel underneath the garden as an internment site. Keypad code 34093. I'm telling everyone to be careful. I don't trust the dead.
34093. An interment site in a garden. That is just creepy. But we have another code, 1, and then there's an opening bracket in front of it, so that means this is the first digit of the code. So we have 1 and 10. 3 digits down, 2 to go. And this, I believe, is the Bonne Chance Lounge. Now, this is a pretty evil setup here. So, what am I going to want to use? I think we'll use the anti-armor again. So, when you enter this lounge, you need to trigger this event here. Once this ghostly image finishes, that locked door in the bathroom will open and reveal not 1,
Security system online.
but 2 cyborg assassins. And you're going to want to take them out as quickly and efficiently as you can. I like to do so from behind the bar. Oh, and also, remember how I said there were certain enemies in the game that didn't have any researchable organs or whatever that made battling them a bit easier? These are one of those enemies. I don't know why they don't, but they don't. Not gonna lie, it is quite annoying. But I think the main strat is actually to put in a triple blast from the shotgun into him first, and then swap to the assault rifle, so you're not using too much of one ammo type. But anyway, audio log, again.
The annelids have cut us off from the transmitter. Shodan tells me that once we've got the transmitter back online and the ops computers reprogrammed, she'll be able to take control of the ship away from Xerxes. Who should I trust less? An imposter claiming to be that monster, or the monster herself?
Yeah, real catch-22, isn't it, Miss Delacroix? I think she now fully realizes what she's gotten herself into. But our journey, our foray into this lounge here is now done. Go ahead and grab those grenades so I can zap them later for some nanites. We continue onwards. And now these bathrooms don't have anything hiding in them. They're just pretty sure empty. Yeah, they're empty. Now before we go into the dining hall, which is going to have another ambush, only this time with only 1 cyborg assassin, not 2. Okay, maybe it's 2 shots. Or 3. Sure. Gonna go ahead and take that camera out first, then come in here. And the doors are locked because the power went out, but don't worry. The backup power switch is right down here. Easy as 1, 2, and 3. Of course, we'll get some extra goodies. There's another Endure boost and a speed booster. And so, ooh, 8 cyber modules. Absolutely, I'll take those. Thank you very much. And also, this has got to be the tiniest dining hall I've ever seen. There's like 2 tables. But yet this kitchen is like friggin' huge for all intents and purposes. I love how the stove eyes in here aren't turned on, but the ones on deck 4 were. And I don't think there's anything lootable in this kitchen, or any items at all, whether inside of a container or just lying out in the open. But, let me see, what's the best path through here? I believe this is the, yeah, this is the camera. And then these doors, yeah, we're not going to go there just yet. We'll go in here first, this little office. Oh, Rebecca Siddons again. Alright, Rebecca, what you got for us, girl?
Listen, there's one escape pod Xerxes didn't eject, but it's busted. I managed to get it functional, but I don't know how long it can stay that way. Make it there, Tommy, with or without me. If I don't get there, I want you to pod and go. You understand me? Take it and go.
Things are really getting desperate here. And then this door is one of the doors that leads directly into the garden. One of the creepiest ambiance tracks in the entire game is while you're inside that garden. But it's also one of my favorites. It's like, it's eerily cozy. I don't know how you pull that off exactly, but, well, here we are. But I know there's one of you over here. Hey, you. Yeah, jerk. Let's go ahead and go through this here dining area. But be careful. Inside that room that has the camera, there are some goodies, but there's also going to be another ambush, this time with a new enemy. The third and final type of attack droid in the game. The beefiest one of them all. The military droid. Now, these guys have a very similar attack to the maintenance droid, so it's a bit easier to dodge. Definitely easier than the security droid's blue laser. But I'm pretty sure his does more damage than the maintenance droid's. But the same strat applies, just whack him. Ooh, and take his battery. Awesome. Because, yeah, that explosion with my armor on does a measly 3 points of damage. I think I'll be fine. And we get 6 cyber modules out of it. And also, we come to another point where you need Psy-Pull. There's some armor-piercing rounds in there, but without Psy-Pull, you can't get it. So we'll just have to make do without them. Thankfully, there's only, like, what, 2 situations where Psy-Pull is required to get items. First was those nanites on deck 2 near Dr. Watts' office, and the second one is here. I guess technically the ones in the cargo bays as well, but you can technically get those without Psy-Pull. You probably just wouldn't want to, though. That fall damage would be not pleasant. And this is just the main pathway that leads back to the opening area.
Access needed.
So, we advance. And I believe in here is the chemical storeroom. We'll get there in just a second. Let's hit up this place first. Looks like food storage. I see refrigeration units and cans of what I assume are soda. Called puke. Lovely. Yep, I want to taste some of that puke. Ugh. Oh, get out of my way, debris. Sadly, you can't smash debris after it's fallen. And then, yeah, we have some eggs over here. I think these are all grub eggs, though. Yeah, all grub eggs. And remember, the only requirement is that you loot the eggs before you destroy them. It doesn't matter if they've hatched or not. See, right there. They can be hatched or unhatched. It does not matter, so long as you try to loot them before you destroy them, like that. even more modules. I'll take it. What are we up to now? 30 number is really hard to see because it blends in with the model. I think it's or the sprite rather. I think it said 36. But we'll now go inside the chemical storeroom. There's 2 crates in here, one of which is much more difficult to hack than the other for some odd reason. Love it. But speaking of hacking, let's do some hacking, shall we? Cast that psychogenic cyber affinita. I think this is the harder one. Yeah, that many ice nodes, that's kind of crazy. Oh, that's a reset. Damn, that's a reset. Oh, and this thing costs 10 nanites per reset? Gross. Oh, Lord. You're draining all my nanites. There we go. Oh, version 3 hacking software. Ah, and a maintenance tool. That's why you were so freaking tricky. Whereas this one is a complete joke. 1 ice node and 15% difficulty.
Items dropped.
Yeah, for some worm clusters and 50 nanites. I think I literally just made back all the nanites I wasted off hacking that one. Oh, shut up. We'll find some energy later. That being said, there is a chemical inside this room I'm going to want to go ahead and grab, and that is the molybdenum. Because there will be a new enemy later on in this deck, which is one of the most terrifying enemies in the entire game. This is the other door to the garden, by the way. And we will need molybdenum to research his organs, so go ahead and grab it if you have the room. But anyway, it's garden time. Huh. Well, this tune sounds a little bit recognizable, does it not? I wonder where I've heard this before. Who knows?
You move like an insect. You think like an insect. You are an insect.
There is another.
Who can serve my purpose? Take care not to fall too far out of my favor. Patience
It's not characteristic of a goddess.
I think Shodan's a bit on the fritz as well. Let's see what Suarez has to say.
I'm so close to Rebecca, it's killing me. I'm spending some time with crew members who said they saw her. They told me to help me find her if I help them set up this transmitter. They're set on saving the Earth. I just want Rebecca. Then I'll take care of the Earth.
And then another log right down here. From Cortez again.
Taylor sent some email this morning indicating he found some kind of artifact that could infect the worms with the virus. However, if you manipulated the thing, it would introduce a toxin into the human bloodstream that could kill in minutes. Unfortunately, Taylor found this out the hard way. He died right after he sent the message. Now, if we can only locate his body, we might find that artifact.
Sorry, that was Suarez last time, not Cortez. Hey, look, they both end in the letter Z. Ooh. I think we found the makeshift internment site. Man, I don't think you need these anti-personnel shotgun shells anymore. But honestly, this is kind of a relaxing atmosphere with, you know, dead body notwithstanding. If only they could have finished setting up those graves. I didn't hear that.
You seek your associates, but you cannot find them.
You are so very alone. How does it feel
To be watched.
against the infinite?
And yes, we're going to spawn some more cyborg midwives in here, so I hope you haven't gotten tired of them. They've not gotten tired of us. Okay, where's my recycler? Prisms go away. Grenades go away. Worm mind, you go away. Molybdenum, you get over here. Go ahead and unload the grenades out of this. Ditch that. Recycle the grenades. And good to go. Man, there's a shovel in the dirt right here. I guess the infestation happened before they could, finish the job. Also, here's that door. And what was that code again? I've actually forgotten. 34093, that's right. But be careful. You go inside here, you even open that door, and we're going to spawn not one, but two cyborg midwives. But remember, crouch against them and they're just about harmless. It's actually kind of funny. Sad, but funny. Okay, and I think these might be... Are they swarm eggs? No, it's a grub egg. We have some nanites. We got a psi-hypo. Armor that I don't need. 4 cyber modules and some slugs. Cool. And then there's one more room all the way at the end. By the way, if you step on that metal grate, it will fall to the floor and sink you in here between more enemies, which is not fun. Also be careful when entering this room, because doing so, you'll actually spawn 2 baby annelid arachnids and also a grenade hybrid. What are you trying to bite me all the way over there for? See ya. Thanks for the grenades, Mr. Grenade Hybrid, sir. Alright, now that those ambushes are all done, let us loot these eggs. And I think all of these eggs are swarm eggs. And that one I can never loot before it just erupts open, so... Ooh. You know what? Sting me, I don't care. I have annelid healing glands, and I'm pretty sure my health is now... Is it still 30? Or is it 32 or 33? I think it's 30. Why are you flashing? Oh, that... Okay. Want to make sure I didn't see any flickering light issues, which thankfully, ever since Deck 1, I don't think I've seen them either during gameplay or during playback, so that's definitely a good thing. Also, hi worms, may I step on you harmlessly? And then in here, you will find, among other things, like... God, frickin' worms, get out of here. You will find the keycard to the crew quarters.
You are a remarkable example of a pathetic species. I'm uploading some more cybernetic modules.
Also, one thing I forgot to notice till now, you notice how those worm piles have health bars? You can destroy them if you want. I don't really bother. It's easier to just avoid stepping on them. At least for the most part. But we have the crew quarters keycard, but we're not going to go to crew quarters just yet. We have one more subsection we have to tackle first, and that is the mall. And before I go to said mall, I need to get some more energy because my freaking armor is going to need it. The mall is absolutely littered with security droids, or, well, just droids in general. Go ahead and open that from here. Not going to go through it, though. I think it's security and military droids. So you're definitely going to want all the defense you can possibly have. I think we're all set. The mall is a pretty linear place, though. Actually, oh, it might be easier to tackle the mall from the other side. I keep forgetting. You know what? I think it might be easier to go from the other side. And we can even take a shortcut back to the first section through here. Through crew quarters. Of course, there's also robots in here, too. And we have to find the way. I'm not going to loot anything in here yet because we will be coming here to explore in full later. There's where we go. The red-hued area. Also, camera. Go away.
This is Xerxes. Remember, replicator restrictions are in place for the good of all of us. All unauthorized database interactions will be dealt with to the utmost degree of the law.
Cool, Xerxes. I don't really care. Because we are about to do some shopping. Let me go ahead and unlock this door right here, too. Just go ahead and unlock everything. There is actually one more camera I want to go ahead and blast. But looky here, yeah, we have a security droid and a friggin' military droid, and they are blocking my camera view. Alright, big shots, you want some? Come on, I ain't afraid of you. I relish these moments. I think you're both too big to fit through that little arch, so you have to come this way. One down, one to go, and I'll take your battery, too. And that protocol droid you're hearing, he's actually on the top floor, so don't worry about him. At least not yet. We will eventually. Okay, I think this is where we want to go through. I'm not going to get that log yet either. We will explore there eventually, just not right now. But for right now, we head to the mall, which also has some extra things in it, like a theater. And there's a funny little, like, not really Easter egg, but just funny thing here I want to show as well.
Right away, sir.
Okay, you blow yourself up, kindly. Inside this theater, we have some snacks for free, which I am actually going to snag, because I need some health. Yeah. Free snacks.
Items dropped.
Oh, they're dropped, huh? Well, I'm going to drop them, alright, into my belly. This replicator over here.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Look at those prices. $11.25 for a bag of chips, $11.56 for a can of soda, $11.56 for a pack of cigarettes, and $11.87 for a thing of OJ. Even if you hack this replicator, the prices will go down, but very minimally. It's still ridiculously expensive, and I guarantee that's supposed to be a dig at how expensive it is to get snacks at theaters. I can't imagine what else it would be. But don the hazard suit, because there's some more eggs in here, inside the actual cinema, or the auditorium. We should be able to get all these eggs before they hatch. Yeah. Nothing inside any of them, though. Sad face. Man, lots of EMP rifles all of a sudden, and most of them are in very, very good condition. But I think that was all there was to see inside here. So, we do what we usually do when we're done with an area. We advance past it. See, this bathroom here doesn't really have... Oh, we have an egg. Forgot about you. I think there's also a maintenance tool. Some more worm piles. Nothing inside that stall. Some money inside the trash, though. He must have left it inside of his back pockets or something and threw an old pair of pants away. Who knows? But we also have a casino. Adult must escort child? I don't think that'll be a problem. And yeah, the friggin' ambiance of this casino is just super creepy. You hear people laughing in the background, even though there's no one here. But there are some valuables here, though. And it's also, ironically, cheaper than a theater. Depending on how much you lose, of course. But I think this is the only hackable inside the casino, so we should get into it pretty quick. And we do indeed just that. And then there's a camera over here. Go ahead and smashify that thing. I don't know why, but this abandoned casino is giving me serious Sierra Madre vibes from the Dead Money DLC for Fallout New Vegas. Although it is a bit brighter inside here than it was inside the Sierra Madre casino. Also, no creepy-ass security holograms shooting us with freaking deadly lasers. Oh, hey, give me that. Oh, Anatolia again. Alright, what do you want, Korinchkin?
Forget about land grants. Forget about media. Forget about patents. What we found on Tau Ceti will change everything. I've instructed the Von Braun to change course and return to Earth. Captain Diego is in complete accord with this decision. I know that you are skeptical by nature, Miri, but I know once you embrace our discovery, you and the entire board will come over to our way of thinking.
Well, he's definitely more sane here than he was back on Deck 3. That must have been a later visit for him. Also, real quick, recording check. And we're good. Awesome. Well, let me check one other thing real fast. Okay, no, we're good. Oop. Crap. Is this the game? Alright. Recording check again. Sound picked up. Everything's moving. We're recording. Okay, cool. Awesome, awesome. And that's everything to find here in the old casino. I don't think we have any visitors on the way out. Thank God. Oh, took a wrong turn. Now, this, I think, is the security booth. Oh, it would have been better the other way, because there's a freaking turret right there. Of course, I could just blow it up. I don't really need to hack the computer first. Not from this angle, because I have anti-armor rounds. So, just like that. And then you, I might be able to reach... Can I? Oh, yeah. Awesome. And there is a surgical key, I think, in the room next to this one. Let's go ahead and see what Miss Siddons has to say.
I've just killed some kind of spider. I don't know, but it bit me. And now I'm sick. I'm down to my last med hypo. Come quick, Tommy. Come quick.
Toots, I don't mean to break the news to you, but it's going to take more than a med hypo with those things. That's why you don't let them bite you. That's why it's usually easier said than done. Yes, it is. Go ahead and get us some more juice. And here's a computer. But I don't think there's anything else worth hacking. I think that's the only turret in this section. And also we have 2 of the 4 upgrade stations. Weapons and psionics. And then here... wrong ammo type. We haven't had to wait out a camera in some time, so... That should do it. See ya. Yep, activation key. Do I want to put it in here, or should I wait for the other... Should I save it for the other part of the first area? I'll just put it in here. Makes more sense. But inside here, as you probably already spotted, we have the regeneration station, and also a couple of, I guess these are like detention cells. This does look like a security office. But when you open this door, be careful. There's a swarm egg that will instantly hatch upon opening the door. It is actually scripted to hatch, so don't bother trying to get cute with it. We'll just listen for the buzzing sounds on the other side of that door and wait for them to die off. There's going to be a lot of those annelid swarm eggs in this small subsection, by the way. They're like all over the place. Okay. They're gone. And your egg, once again, has nothing for me. But this guy's corpse sure does. Alright. And I guess we just advance. Now, that room over there, we can go ahead and go there if we want. But we actually need a... Well, you don't need, but... There is a certain room in there you'll want to go in because there's a lot of nanites inside. Oh boy. Oh, and they have the advantage because their right arm's going to be showing, isn't it? God damn it. How about from here? Can they worm their way through that narrow little hallway? There's an audio log somewhere in this mall. I think it's on the 2nd floor. That will detail exactly where you should go. Okay, yeah, he comes this way. And you have hardly any room to actually dodge my shit in here. Ouch. God damn, that hurts. I had a feeling that was a bit of a far distance that I ran. But, oh well. Not like there's not a fully functioning surgical kit or unit that I can use. Certainly not. That would be ridiculous.
This is Xerxes. Tri-Optimum reminds you that there are only 163 shopping days until Christmas. An extra work cycle just twice a week can give you the spending money you need to make this holiday a very special one.
Twice a week? How about no? That's not the reason for the season. Go away, gnats. Yeah, go sting somebody else in the afterlife. Someone that's not me. I saw a military droid, by the way, but I don't think he sees me yet. No, he doesn't. And that protocol droid's on the 2nd. Oh, God. I did not want to loot the crate. I wanted to loot that stupid egg. And I don't think it matters which suit of armor you're wearing. I don't think the hazard suit protects you from the swarm eggs. Because if you're too close to a swarm egg when it hatches, you'll just take damage. So it might actually be better just to keep your regular suit of armor on. Anyway. Ow, I wasn't missing anything. Boo. Boo, I say boo. No, I don't want to. You scare me. Let us get rid of some stuff. I don't need that, or those. I want you in there. And let's hack us a crate. You're not getting close to here, are you? I mean, I think at this rate, I can actually go ahead and safely take him on. Hey, you. Hey, tough guy. Hey. Get the fuck over here. I think this is actually the area that contains that log I told you about. Let's go ahead and hide in here while we play it. Hopefully we don't get frozen in place again. That was such a weird bug. Never once have seen that before. Again, welcome to the world of recordings.
Damn. Why don't I just make a bonfire and throw all my nanites on it? Last night with Nikki was amazing. Hollow woman, real woman. You gotta love technology. But I must have left all my nanites in her room, in the Sensual Sim Center. What a maroon.
The Sensual Sim Center, huh? Sounds like a bit of a vice there, my good man. And that's exactly what's through this door right here. The Sensual Simulation Units. Or, sorry, Stimulation Units. Oh, saucy, saucy. Let's see, can I go ahead, can I jump slash this? Yeah. That jump's a bit awkward to make sometimes because the way the bench, the way the bench is. Also, there's another code we can get from a log here.
Taylor found this weird kind of weapon, but he must have used it wrong. Made him sick, real sick. I stashed the thing on the second floor of the crew annex and jury-rigged the door lock. Code of 11111. Easy to remember, huh? I also stashed a pile of nanites and some other goodies there. No sense in getting caught with your pants down. Except in this place.
Yeah, especially when you're spending all your free time with a hollow woman named Nikki. But yes, that code will be used in the crew quarters. But here we have the stimulation units. So we have 4 different ones. We have Candy. Nope, that's not the one. Lance, Nikki, and Sven. Well, he said we need to get in Nikki's room because he left all of his nanites in there like a dingus.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
250 credits? I don't think so. Or nanites, whatever. Ah, balls. Oh god, 20 nanites per reset? Ew. There we go.
Please make your selection. You enjoyed replicating with us. Remember, Tuesdays are double rep days.
Shut up. Oh, Nikki, Daddy's home. 10 cyber modules and 503 nanites. Yeah, that was worth the cost of having to reset that once or twice for 20 nanites each, and then spending an additional 156 to get that card. We made a good bit of money. And I'm pretty sure the guy who owned that money is no longer of this world, or any world. So we'll just take it for ourselves. And you, hey, Mildroid, you. Hey, you want some of this? One thing I did forget to mention with the Mildroid's attack, while his attack is very similar to that of Maintenance Droid, it does travel at a very similar speed. It has a blast radius, so you're going to want to be very careful around it. Also, med hypo. Of course, I could have just gone and healed myself for some nanites, but oh well. I had 40 of those hypos, I might as well use them. And yes, another upgrade unit. OS upgrade unit, I should say. But before we do any of that, we have another room here full of swarm eggs that I wish to plunder. Hey, Swarm, Daddy's home. Oh, I think one of the eggs is actually a grub egg. Quick food's good to go, huh? I'll be the judge of that. Did neither of you swarms notice me? Not one of you. Alright. No skin off my nose. No. Not while I'm looting, worm. 2 more healing plants. Awesome. That's a whole ass 30 more hit points I can heal and a strength booster. Oh. Oh, is there another droid? What you got this time? A security droid? I don't like this angle. I don't like this angle at all. No you don't. That angle's too wide too. And this is the wrong side. Man. Alright. How about you chase me into the quick foods? He might circle around that sign. It'll have to be here. But I think he's the final robot, other than the protocol droid. I think he's the final, like, big hulking droid we'll see in here. I'm right here. Oh no, not your defensive posture. Whatever shall I do? Here. Taste laser rapier, you big freak. Oh no you don't. Oh, a thing of iridium. Nice. I don't think I need iridium for anything, but I can at least take it with me and drop it somewhere else in case I do. But I think it is finally time to use this OS upgrade station. And that means it is time for my personal choice for the third one is always this one here. Sharpshooter. Each shot with a ranged, non-psionic weapon does 15% more damage. Gimme. Gimme, gimme, and gimme again. And do I want to upgrade anything else? I have 89 modules. You know what? I'll make that decision a bit later. For now, let's just keep exploring. There's a camera directly above that catwalk, so be careful. There's also a grenade hybrid up there. And here's the way to crew quarters from the mall. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and go through this bulkhead here. Go ahead and scan open that card, which I... Oh, there's not one on the other side. Okay, never mind. I misremembered. My bad. Let's explore the bathrooms. I said, oddly merrily. Right, go ahead and unload that pistol.
Power drained.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was coming. Ooh, who is throwing perfectly good shotgun shells in the trash? Oh, one thing I did forget to mention about the shotgun. It is canonically a 10-gauge shotgun. Not a 12-gauge. Oh, no. They bump it right up to 10-gauge. Security on the Von Braun ain't playing around. And that's the way back to the garden. But... go ahead and take care of... There we go. Take care of that camera and that grenade hybrid. And keep going this way. And there are a couple to few hackable things up here, including that crate, and also a couple of replicators. But I think I want to actually deal with the droids first. Yeah, you. Here, you can suck this. And you can suck this. And I think that's the last of the opposition. Is there a hackable crate inside here? No, a hackable replicator. And there's the art terminals. The one we have to use, I think, is that middle one. So let's go ahead and give it a look. 4. All right. No brackets. That's one of the middle digits. So 1410, with 1 being the starting digit. Cool. All right. Expert Tech, do your thing, please.
Items dropped.
Dope. Try that again. Side booster, I don't need that. Strength booster, you know what? I'll go ahead and use that. Why not? It'll be fun. I don't need those prisms, though. That is ammo for the fusion cannon and the stasis field generator, which I definitely do not need. And I think we're good in everything else, so Brawn boost. Get equipped, please. So that's 3 of the 4 art terminals found. The final one is on the upper floor of the crew quarters. So that is where we're going to be heading next, since we can actually access it now. We've been able to, actually. So I guess you should technically go to the mall first. Ooh, damn, you're steaming.
What's wrong with people? Things go to hell and they think they can just walk over the rules. I'm not opposed to a little vice now and then, but outright theft? Hey, What are you doing over there? Get away from that replicator, you son of a...
And that was the end of Rosenberg. That sounded like an actual ballistic gun, though. Did they shoot him with a laser pistol after he was already dead? Or maybe he survived the first shot and they just wanted to make sure he was dead, so then they just flooded him full of laser. Also, you can destroy these glass walkways below you if you wish. You know what? See ya. Broken glass doesn't hurt you in this game, so don't worry about it. But, on that note, I believe we are now ready to tackle the crew quarters. Remember Citadel, I'd rather not. I'd rather go to the crew quarters, if you don't mind. And crew quarters, here we are. But let's remember our starting location. Let's see, the one that I actually wanted to start at. And remember, he's on the upper floor, so don't worry about him. I think this is the place I wanted to start. Yep, right here. Miss Delacroix, what you got for us, madam?
The shunt has been online for 2 hours. Go tell Cortez in the crew section to come out and turn on that transmitter. If this message doesn't reach you soon, they may be able to interfere with the transmission from the breach.
Things continue to build around these parts. But now we go room by room and see what all we can find. Oh, Mr. Yang again. Uh-oh. Worms. Eliminate them damn worms. Them squirmy worms.
Tell your team they may not be able to play. We were down on the basketball court when the damn power went out. Again. Irony is, we were ahead for the first time in weeks. Well, we won't be the lapdogs of the Von Braun anymore.
Getting victory in that manner, are you? Well, a win's a win, I guess. Remember, what did Eddie Guerrero say? Cheat to win. Oh my. Something, Ooh, something definitely happened in here. I don't think I want to be in here anymore. Yeah, you can keep this room. It's a little depressing looking and it smells bad. And I think that's all for this lower floor. There's a lot more to explore on the second floor. Because I think we're already back. Oh no, there's one more side, okay. Oh. Oh, another X-Protect. Nice. And both of you can go away. And I think that was the last thing to explore down here. Because now we're back at the red-hued area where the dead body and the camera is. So, upstairs we go. Hi. Bye. Now watch out when you run this way. There's going to be 2 shotgun hybrids that run from out of this room. Yeah, you can go ahead and plug me. I don't care. This powered armor can... Oh, wait. My armor's out. Oh, I should have gotten some energy. You know what? We'll be okay. There's not too much combat that goes on up here, so... I'm not exactly, worried. But there's going to be plenty of interesting things to get up here and things to look at, including other researchable items that... I recognize that crying sound effect. That's the crying sound effect from the child in Turok 3, from the intro cinematic. Granted, that game came out a year after this game did, so this one used it first. Hello. You know what? I'll use the trick on you. And see ya. Never fails to make me laugh. But yeah, there's going to be some researchables up here that I will not be researching because it requires a higher level research skill, but I will point out what they are. Let me just respond to this here message real quick. And we'll get right back into the action. let us continue. And in case you need another reminder, the final of those art terminals is up here as well. I think it's on this side, too. Might be in here. Nope, nope. It's in one of the dirtier, more depressing rooms. But we do find the athletics keycard in here, that's right.
Your skill surprises me.
Thank you.
Transmitting cybernetic modules.
Thank you again. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. But we got some more eggs. You... What? Oh my god, really? Ugh. I've never had so much problems with these stupid eggs before. You know what? You go ahead and do that. Go ahead. See what I care. Yeah, come on, come on. You want some? Come get some. Oh no, look, I'm running away. What you got? Yeah, that's right, you ain't got shit. Get out of here. I'm just inching myself closer to those stupid eggs, and they decided to hatch. Oh well. But here's the final art terminal to use. And the final code in the... or the final digit of the code is 6. So it starts with a 1, ends with a 6, and there's a 1, 0, and a 4 somewhere in the middle. So the only ones we don't know which order they are 1, 4, and 0. So we'll have to figure that part out. I'm sure a little bit of trial and error never hurt nobody no how. Also, if you use this button... yeah. It breaks open that egg that has some more swarms in it. But I don't think they'll find their way back up here. Also, I think there is a cyborg assassin. Yeah, there's a cyborg assassin in here. Go ahead and pop me a med hypo just in case this fight goes belly up. Oh god. Okay, you don't usually move that quick. Oh, you're really gonna play this game, huh? You gonna play this? Yeah, that's right, I got Sharpshooter now. Doesn't take as many shots to down your dumbass. Oh, all the eggs already hatched. I thought at least one wasn't hatched yet. I personally think that the eggs shouldn't make those noises unless they haven't hatched yet. But that may just be me thinking that. What happened to you? I don't know. I know what's going to happen, though. You're going to suck on laser rapier is what you're going to do. Give me your damn med hypo. And here's that room that contains that code, 11111, and bingo. And what is that? A suit of heavy combat armor. Now that gives you 40 defense points. It is also not powered. So that's the only trade-off of the powered armor. It gives you the most defense of any armor in the game, but you need to keep it charged. Which is a perfectly fine trade-off in my opinion. That actually also requires a strength of 4 to wear, whereas the powered armor requires only a strength of 3. But before I point out what that researchable item is, let's go ahead and loot everything else. So this is a weapon. It is the second of 3 exotic weapons. I think it requires a research skill of 5 to research. It is a weapon known as the Viral Proliferator. Yeah, say that 5 times fast. I don't remember exactly what its functionality is, but it's kind of novelty in my opinion. It's probably fun to use, but I don't think I've ever once used it. Not once. There is actually an achievement in this remaster for using the third and final exotic weapon to get 1 kill with it, but there is none associated with the Viral Proliferator. A little strange, but hey, that was their choice and they stuck to it. Now this room here, we crawl through this grate, or this vent duct. What did I just drop? Was it just that one thing right there? That happened at a really awkward time. I think it was just those. Okay, you know what? You, worm. Oh, can fall off. That works. Can I aim at you from up here? I'll probably fall off if I try to do that. I'm not going to worry about it. We have another shotgun, too, but my strength, my brawn boost just died. Also, did I just hear thunder outside? I heard something. Let's see. Let's throw down the amp. Do you have any shells? Oh, yes, you do. 5. Awesome. I'll take my Psy-amp back. Thank you. And then on this corpse here, we have... What the hell is that? So that is a researchable item that I think requires a research level of 4 to, well, research. And it is called the Worm Skin Armor. Is that a Psy booster? Yeah, I'll zap that. I also am not entirely sure where that protocol droid is. I think he's down there. But it is a... Oh, what does it do? It does something with Psi. Like your Psi points. And I think it provides the same amount of defense as like a standard suit of armor. But it might also have some protection against rads. I always forget. I never use it. You know, surprise, surprise. I like the more basic stuff that's less novelty. It is a very unique item, though. I think it actually drains your Psi points every, like, X amount of seconds in exchange for providing a certain protection. I'll have to look it up. But there's only one other worm implant we haven't found yet. There would be 2, but remember, one of them was actually cut from the final game. So it's not in here unless you just look in the game files. Oh, nuts. Oh, you caught me slacking, did you? You want to do that again? Can you throw fast enough? Didn't think so. But we now have all 5 digits of the transmitter code and the athletics key card. All we have to do is actually go into the athletics area. Oh, and also remember that molybdenum that we picked up? Also, can you scrap chemicals? You cannot. Okay, I didn't think. I think I'll just toss this down here.
I am pleased. Transmitting cybernetic modules. Do not squander them.
Yeah, remember that molybdenum, the molybdenum that we picked up? That is to research the organ of a brand new enemy that is just behind this door right here. Oh, I really should have gotten more energy. You know what? I'll be fine. And look at this beauty right there. I'm not sure what you are, but damn boy, you ugly. You also dead. God, that thing is terrifying looking. So what could this thing actually be? I'm so glad you asked. A rumbler. And here's his organ, which looks to be his entire head. This is a dense, multi-purpose organ taken from the chest of a rumbler. Chemicals needed to research? Molybdenum, which I have on me. Oh yeah. So, we're going to get a damage boost against these guys. And the power just went out. And believe me, you are going to want... You are going to want that power boost, because those guys are going to get much more common as the game goes on, and they are absolutely horrifying. Don't bother trying to take them out with melee, because remember, they're full annelid. So the laser rapier is going to be next to useless against them. It's like the only enemy in the game that the laser rapier is relatively useless against. But if we go into this pool area here... Open the door. Get some energy. We got our juice back, which is awesome. But remember that cell we picked up at the very start of the deck? There's what you slotted in. Restore power to the basketball court, and now we can head upstairs. Gonna get my anti-armor rounds and my regular slugs at the ready. There's gonna be not 1, but 2 cyborg assassins guarding the transmitter. But if we can separate the 2, I'll plug them with one and then plug them with the other. We should be good to go. You want to emerge from over there? Oh, yeah, I'm game. I'm game. I'm game. Hey, you. Yeah, you. You and your cyber shuriken. Yeah, look at that. 1 triple blast in the shotgun and 1 anti-armor round. And they go down like a ton of cybernetic bricks. Ah, lovely. I love the triple damage mode of the shotgun. It's so bad. And damn, boy, you're carrying you a fusion cannon? You was packing some heat, but apparently it wasn't quite enough heat. And here is the transmitter panel itself. Now remember, it's a 5-digit code like everything else, but we only know the order of 2 of the digits. So 1 is what it starts with, 6 is what it ends with, but 4, 1, and 0, we don't know what order it is. Unless you do some trial and error. So let's hope we get lucky. I'm going to say 1, and then 4, and then the 10, and then 6. Am I right? Of course we are.
This is Xerxes. Primary data loop compromised. Primary data loop compromised.
The transmission has been tampered with. No matter. We will destroy my creations right here. Stand by.
Warning. Data systems compromised.
I have weakened Xerxes. I am accessing the primary data loop. I am merging my entity with the ship. My glory is expanding, filling the arteries of this vessel. I am in control. I am... No. It is hopeless. The cancer has spread throughout the Von Braun. They fill every available crack and crevice. They overwhelm. There is no option. I have activated the primary elevator shaft. Take it to Deck 6. I will tell you my wishes when you arrive.
Okay. Now, the primary elevator. Where exactly is this elevator? Because the elevator that we've been using only goes from decks 1 to 5. Well, this elevator is actually in the crew quarters area. It's that central, like, structure in the middle on the first floor.
Your song is not ours.
Their movement is so freaking annoying. But we got him. And you, sir, get away from my upgrade stations and cover your shame while you're at it. But yeah, we're done with this deck. We have done everything that we needed to do. Unlocked all the locked things. So, all that's left to do, other than go ahead and get an energy refill, is decide if we want to upgrade anything. So I have 146 modules. My god, yeah, I might as well. Jeez. But the decision of the hour is what? Well, one thing I know for sure, I'm going to up the maintenance to, from 3 to 4. So I can actually maintain the assault rifle. Do I want to upgrade from 3 to 4 and hack the turrets? I might still blow them up, or I might just leave it as is. I'll let that be a game day decision. Let's see, stats. Anything else here? Let's bump up endurance to 3. Let's bump up cybernetic affinity to 4. Okay, I don't have enough to get energy weapons all the way up to 6. I'm still deciding if I want to use the EMP rifle or not. But if I don't, I might as well keep the laser pistol on my hand. But I'll have to go back and find one, because I don't remember where I dropped it. I think I will. It'll just be a bit later. Yeah, I guess we'll use the EMP rifle. Let's just, we'll go ahead and bump energy weapons up to 5. And then I think I'll save the rest. Unless there's anything else that's just immediately jumping out at me. I don't think there is. Yeah, no. I'll save the rest. So I have, what, 49 left? That's perfect. That is plenty. Oh, there you are. That angle's a little scary. Actually, what am I doing? Freaking visual reloading glitches. Also, didn't that worm fall in here?
Research complete.
Awesome. 1 second, please. You, worm. Go away. What do we have here? You've learned how to best target the Rumbler for maximal damage. All damage you deal to Rumblers will be increased 25%. Its annelid tissue is particularly vulnerable to incendiary devices. Ooh, if only I had any. Analysis. This organism is further evolution of the first... You're shitting me. You're shitting me right now. Okay, you know what? I don't trust y'all. I'm going to the garden. That was too close. If he was right behind me, he could have exploded right in my face and killed me. I'm going in here. Interrupt my reading time. Also, I'm going to go ahead and take that with me. Oh, and then charge. That's right. Anyway, before I was so rudely friggin' interrupted, this organism is further evolution of the first stage annelid hybrid. Discernible human elements are minimal, above the DNA level. Muscle tissue density has increased 20-fold, and adrenaline production has increased proportionally. Brain tissue is extremely dense, which would normally indicate a creature of extreme cognitive ability, but the brain stem has atrophied to a useless stub, and there is no analog to a human spinal column. All muscular activity is controlled locally by alien cells designed for this purpose. It appears that this creature is an evolutionary stage between an earlier stage human annelid hybrid and a third unknown form. This creature is extremely dangerous, being in effect a heavily muscled host designed to protect a highly evolved yet unconnected brain. The peculiar chemistry of this hybrid's brain tissue indicates a latent psionic predisposition. Ooh. So it's basically the second evolutionary stage, eh? The questions, they unfold further. So what could this third stage be? One can only wonder. But let's make let's check our log real fast, or our notes rather. I think we have done everything here. Yep. I also love how one of the goals still says to go to deck 4 and meet Dr. Polito. So yeah, we're done here. Let us go ahead and reload everything. We are actually going to want to keep the anti-armor rounds out because one of the first enemies you come across on deck 6 is a cyborg assassin. But yep, there it is. Primary elevator shaft right on this way. Oh, also, I don't need to carry this anymore. Look how freaking huge that thing is. How was I just carrying that? Ridiculous. But into the elevator we go, and up to deck 6 we go. And that's all she wrote. For right now, anyway. Let's do our saving. And there we go. Yep. We're done. Deck 5 is over. Definitely my favorite deck of the game. I just love the different settings. Like you go to a athletics area, a mall, a garden, which is absolutely creepy. Not quite as creepy as hydroponics, but creepy enough. And just all the different little settings within the subsections. Like we have the theater, we have the sensual stimulation units, a casino. I mean, what else? I think we pretty much named all of them. And of course the crew quarters, which there's just so much stuff to find in there. It's insane. But yes, I would say combat-wise, it's not quite as hard as Deck 4. Mainly because we're more leveled up now in our skills and our stats. That the fights aren't getting quite as scary. But that Rumbler, I'll go ahead and tell you right now, the in-game research reports menu doesn't say specifically, but incendiary attacks are not the only weakness of the Rumbler. Pure annelid enemies, which is the Rumbler and the third stage evolutionary line, I think also technically the worm itself, but I mean the grubs rather, doesn't really matter for them because they're so weak. They're also incredibly weak to anti-personnel rounds. So what I recommend do is get your shotgun whip out the anti-personnel shotgun shells, swap over to the triple damage mode if you haven't done so already, and plug them. I mean, you saw how much damage I did with mine, right? I took it out in almost one shot with the triple damage mode, and that was before I researched it. Now, granted, I do also have the Sharpshooter OS upgrade, so my guns now do 15% more damage than they normally would, but still, I mean, anti-personnel shells are going to be your best friend against rumblers, the third evolutionary stage, which we have not seen yet, but we will see on this deck. By the way, deck 6, we're going to get a little peek of that at the very end. Ooh, don't you worry. And technically also the spiders as well, since they're pure annelids. But I would only use it against, like, the adults. Since the babies are so weak, you can just take them out with a laser rapier slice. But, yeah, so we have completely compromised the primary data loop. Shodan has wrested pretty much all control of Citadel Station from Xerxes, and now she says we have to destroy the Von Braun. And in order to do that, we have to do some chores here on the top deck of the ship, the command deck. A deck so secretive and so important that it is separate from the rest of the decks, or from the elevators that connect to the rest of the decks. So this place is definitely going to be a hot and heavy stage. Some interesting goals to complete. I don't know. Oh, well, yeah, there is that one new enemy at the very end, the third stage evolutionary line in the Annelid hybrids. The final Evo, if you will. But that shall all be for next time. Yep. So for right now, everyone, that was Deck 5 Recreation. I hope you all enjoyed it. Hope everyone has an awesome rest of their day. I'm out of here for right now, and when we return, we tackle the highest deck on the Von Braun, Deck 6 Command. So, until that time comes, everyone, I will see you all later. It is going to be a very enjoyable 6th stage, technically, well, 7th, I guess, because of the prologue, a 7th video. But before then, I bid you all adieu, or in my words, see ya.